everyone, Caroline here. Happy New Year to you all, and I hope you've had a wonderful Christmas and had a good break with the holidays. Today I wanted to show you how I make some of my backgrounds. Someone has asked me if I'll do a tutorial on how I do the mop-ups, and these are just some of the backgrounds that I've done with it, which I'll be doing like a winter scene on that. Same with that one, and again with this. These great for stamping on, more scenes. I like this one because it's got, you know, a very arty look to it, hasn't it? So I'm going to be stamping on that. Lots of different mop-ups, sprays and mop-ups to have fun with. Did this one yesterday as well, and we really had some fun on the group with this, because it was like looking at the clouds when you see things in the clouds, and we could all see something different. And we got everybody's feedback was this was the seashore here, the sea coming in and the beach, and then here was a red hat, and it was either a gnome or it was Paddington Bear. And here you could see another little bear in green, and here, I don't know if you can see it, but it looks like Santa, and he's smiling. That's his cheek there, and his mouth, and his eyes, and his nose there. It was great fun. Everybody was seeing different things. It was wonderful. Things I hadn't seen, and then they mentioned it and said, "Oh yes, it's right." So that was a real fun one yesterday. So we all enjoyed that. Right, I'll show you what I do. I use the ink sprays. I have the Eyes Ink by Seth Apter, and this one's called Wild Rose. Available on the How to Craft Network. Another one I use, which is the Dilution one. Forgot what this one's called. Oh, here we are. Laid Back Lilac. Should have put my glasses on, shouldn't I? Laid Back Lilac. I have an Eyes Ink. This is a spray that's got a bit of a shiny thing to it, which I did on this, and I'm going to use that again because it gives a lovely shine on it. And that's called a Blue Pastel. So a pastel blue. I've got a couple of other ones that I'll use as well. A Cut Grass one by Dilutions, and an Eyes Ink one, which is June Pastel, which is a nice yellow one. So we can have a play with them. But I want to show what I did yesterday. Okay, so what I did was I cut out from an old piece of card that I had that was waste card, and I did like a hill for it. So I can pop that on there, and put a bit of tape on there, so that it gives the area at the bottom a white blank area. And if I show you this, can you see how I've given it a white area at the bottom? That can be like a snow scene. And I'll show you how I did the sprinkle snow as well. So that's how I did that. Don't throw away any excess cardstock you have, because again, they can be used for mopping up this ink, and can be used for making fabulous bookmarks. So I do a couple of sizes of card exactly the same to mop it up with. And you also need a bit of spray water. So we'll start with the blue. I'll give the bottle a swirl. I don't shake them because it can clog up your, if you shake, it can clog up the tube. Ooh, that was quite a blob, wasn't it? A bit of the lilac now. gorgeous, that, isn't it? And then I'm going to spray with water to really spread it about. So it's not dots, but that's moving, isn't it? Okay, then you get your piece of card. And press on. And when you lift it up, can you see that lovely, like a pastel-y finish to it, hasn't it? And you can use a rag to mop up, if you like, after any really wet areas. And as you can see, it sort of makes a design in it, just with a bit of rag, and then leave that to dry. Again, spread out. If it's wet, spread it out. Give it another spray if you wish, and do a mop up. And you know, just from doing this one, you get loads of mop ups. Look at that. Just dab it with your rag, and that's give you a fabulous sky. Give it a bit of a spray with the wild rose as well. And again the blue. And like I say, you can use up your old cardstock. A bit of water to thin it. Mop it all up. That's why it's called a mop up. And when that's dry, you can stamp on there, you can decoupage, and fabulous bookmark. I don't waste any of it. And use these for if you're doing artist trading cards or artist trading coins as well, and get some fabulous backgrounds for them. You know, they're quite unique, aren't they? Lovely. I mean, not everybody likes this sort of thing. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but I think it's quite nice. I like to have a little mess about like that. Right, just going to wipe that up. And I want to show you another method as well while we're at it. I'm just going to cut that. This is called what I call rag painting, and it really does give a lovely effect. And all you need is just a piece of rag. This is a very old tea towel that I cut up, and perfect. I don't throw anything away if I can use it. So I've got a glass mat. If you haven't, then use a plastic mat and spray on. This is the green. It's called cut grass. Again, add a bit of water just to thin it down a little bit. And all you do then is you dip in. I really should have done that to the side, shouldn't I? You dip in and you just dab on your... I'll do this to the side and then... And what a fantastic grass effect that gives. See that? Even just for a background, it gives an amazing effect. Just wipe that off. I want to mix colours. And now I'm going to do a bit of blue for the sky. I'll use this blue pastel blue, which gives a lovely shimmer for the sky. I use a different rag so it's, you know, don't mix your colours. And even this gives an effect of clouds in the sky. It's good to have a play like this. And in this corner I'm going to use my yellow and I'm going to do sun. I need to wipe that up. And that's your background for a scene, all done. Interesting, isn't it? I actually used it. Get the gloves off. I actually used it. I wear rubber gloves when I'm doing that because otherwise my fingers get full of ink. I did it for this card that I made, and if you can see how lovely it's made that sky and the grass at the background. And I used my Lavinia, I've forgotten what this house is called, I remembered it and then it's gone, and Pippin, and Baby Pippin, Mini Pippin, and I used the Lavinia Christmas trees as well, and also one of their leaf things, stamps, which are nice because, you know, it looks like, I think it's a vine one, this one's called a vine. And yeah, it makes up a lovely picture, doesn't it, with that rag background. Really nice. Okay, the other bit I wanted to show you was on these that we've just done, I want to give a bit of a snow effect. So what I use is, I use the it's called the Confetti Ink Double Up, and this is available on the How to Craft Network. And just wipe that ink from in there. And you just spray it with water inside. There's no harm at all. And just go in with your fan brush and stir it about, and it gets really thick. Really, really thick. You don't even have to dry it out. Once it dries out, it just stays as it is. And then just tap from a height. Make sure I get rid of all the big blobs. And there you have it. That's that lovely snowy background, which you can see on this one I've done. That's all dry now. You know, if you get your card and it's a bit curly, you think, oh no, it's warped it. Put a few layers of card on top and put it through your cutting machine, and the pressure will flatten it. So that's another little tip for you. So I hope you enjoyed this little background tutorial, and that you'll go and have some fun. Feel free to join my group, which is Creative Crafters on Facebook, and come and show your makes. We love to see what people make, and there's no restrictions on there. You're free to post any makes, whatever you like, and just to have some fun. I'll leave a link in the description. If you've enjoyed that, please give us a thumbs up. I would appreciate that, and feel free to share with others. Thank you very much for watching. All the best for the new year. Bye bye.